Well, hey, how you doing? Welcome to a new feature we're doing here at the library every month. It's called The Next Chapter. It's a page turner. And so joining me, of course, the star of the show and the director of your public library, Judy Kimzey. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Mike.
Thank you so much for being with us here today. You're going to drop a knowledge bomb on us, aren't you?
As always, I always have a knowledge bomb in reserve just for you as one of our more needy patrons.
That's true. She's not wrong. And, and the thing is, I'm just really impressed about everything that you guys are always doing something, and so many things in the pipeline that I'm itching to talk about that we can't even talk about yet that you're going to be very excited about. And so even just the next few weeks are going to be really fun here. So let's start with the first thing.
Sounds like a great place to start.
It's logical. So Library Week.
Yes. It is National Library Week, and that is the days of April 6th through April 12th. A little bit of background on National Library Week, that this has been a thing in the United States since in 1958. This year it is observed from April 6th to the 12th. And how we are going to be celebrating it here at our library is every day of the week we will be highlighting or focusing on a different service aspect that the library has for our community.
Okay, cool. So, and there's a lot to focus on. So how did you narrow it to 6, first of all? Was that a long meeting? Brainstorming,
right.
Someone on the chalkboard?
Have your people call my people.
Right,
we'll get it.
We'll
get it booked.
Right. Yep,
we'll get it booked.
Love it. Oh,
I
took me a minute.
I know.
Slow, but I get there. Well, okay. So now that we're booking it to the actual information, what's the first day?
Okay. Well, Monday is going to be a focus on the Garden Hub, which is a new, and it is one of the criteria that we used when we made a decision on what to focus on. Is what are the most important things, as well as what are the newest things. And a lot of people might not yet know about the Garden Hub, and the Garden Hub is the name of a collective of resources.
Oh, okay.
So, for instance,
I thought the Borg there for a second, but go ahead.
Right. So, for instance, one aspect or item within the Garden Hub is our seed library, and that's exactly like it sounds. It is a selection of seeds, and we do have them seasonal for vegetables, flowers, and herbs. And you can come and pick out however many seed packets you need to start your own garden.
Wow.
And then the idea of, well, how do you return?
Yeah, how do you return those?
Right.
Do you wait till they hit maturity and dry them out in the oven and bring back seeds?
That's actually exactly what it is. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I figured it out.
You
All right,
did.
That's a high five. Thank you. All right.
So another component of the Garden Hub is our grow shelf, and these are small sproutings that you can come and pick up if you don't want to wait to sprout your own, or just can't seem to catch a break with the weather. You just keep getting wiped out by weird frosts or odd storms. Then our seedlings have been sprouted inside, and you can just come pick some up that are already sprouted. And another component is the newest, and that is our propagation station, which is a really long-winded, wordy way to say it's a place to pick up cuttings. And these are cuttings from mature plants that are kept in water, and you can just pick up a cutting and of house plants primarily.
So like the kinds of plants that you can do that, like the spider plant, house plant thing.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And so then you're propagating them. So the propagation station.
Absolution.
That's amazing.
Ergo.
Yes, I love it.
But yeah, the station is equipped with everything you need. So don't worry about bringing something to take it home in. We have paper towels and water misters and a way for you to transport the items home. So the station should be equipped with everything you need.
And I don't know, probably books on how to take care of your new plant.
Of course,
right.
Of course, and
right.
For all those things, the information and knowledge you need for your garden to grow.
Right, very good. You have to change your name to Mary if you do this, or okay, great. So that's Monday. Am I remembering that right?
Yes.
Okay, so Tuesday.
Okay, and Tuesday, even though it's just day 2, is probably to me what I believe to be the greatest resource the library has to offer, and that is our staff. It is declared as National Library Workers Day, as celebrated, and so this is a day for folks to remember library workers particularly, and the impact their particular brand of service and dedication to our community.
So we have to remember them because you let them have the day off, right? And we'll come in and remember them. But no.
No.
So they still have to work, even though it's
They
staff
still
day.
have to
Okay,
work,
all right.
yeah.
Oh, well,
Yes.
sorry, guys
So-
and gals. Right. But I mean, your staff is amazing. The team you have here is
Thank
great.
you.
So
They are, and I believe that one extra special thing about us is, we really take to heart Van Alstyne's unique dedication to customer service and a graciousness and that small town, hometown feeling.
Right.
And so all of my staff are trained that nobody leaves empty-handed. So even if we don't have a book on that particular subject, then we will point you to some other type of resource. You should always be greeted with a friendly smile when you come in, and we just hope that embodies not only the culture here in Van Alstyne, but how all of our staff truly feel about our community and especially the library.
yeah, well, I'm here bugging you guys enough. I feel like I know them all pretty well, and they're great. I mean, they really are great. So,
Well, thank you.
I mean, you've done a good job picking them, and
Well, thank you.
And so I mean, it comes with the raw talents that they have, but they bring like a passion to the job. Each one of them, really gets into what they're doing.
Good afternoon, Miss Susan. We're looking for a book on birds.
Oh. I don't have that book, but I have this one.
They really do. I have a fantastic team under me right now, and if you've noticed and thought, wow, the library's really kicked things up a notch, we have, and it is due solely to things are falling into place for us with our staff after long last, and just have a fantastic team, and just can't wait to do more and more. So.
Yeah, wait till you hear what more and more means. Like, not in this video, but it's coming. I'm just super excited. So, okay, so we're going to remember the library staff while we're working with them on Tuesday, and so that's a good thing. So that brings us to Mike. What day is it, Mike?
It is Wednesday,
Right.
day 3 of National Library Week, and that is going to be focused on our take-home kits. And take-home kits is another overarching term for STEM kits, discovery packs.
Okay.
We are just now launching adult take-home kits, and those are called Explore More kits. A discovery pack is for kids, and this is everything you need to start that new hobby, to further that interest, to take that curiosity about magic, about one of our summer reading performers does bubbles.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
and makes all sorts of objects, and so we have a bubble pack, and it talks about how do bubbles keep their shape, and talks about the physics of what a bubble is, and resistance and so
Surface
forth.
tension and all. Yeah, the
Absolutely.
things, yeah.
So you get to learn.
And why it's rainbowy.
Right, absolutely. Those burning questions are finally answered, but you can take home a whole pack that has the bubble solution and all of the graded shapes and everything, and learn about how and why bubbles work. There's juggling, there's magic, there's science, there's about 5 to 7 that we have for kids.
And
and
those
they're-
are for kids?
Yeah,
I was
they're
like
very
this.
popular.
I think I want 1 or 2 of those. I can juggle for about 8 seconds, and then it goes
We have a
south.
juggling kit.
So I need a juggling kit. I can improve my skill.
Well, there's a helmet in there.
Oh, good.
You're right.
Yes, that's good.
Also for kids and older kids, really even adults, if you're interested in science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM, then we have STEM kits. These are designed to encourage exploration of science, technology, and engineering, focus on more practical skills such as coding, electricity, building, gravity, and keeping them fun while kids are learning. Explore More kits, right now we've got one ready to come out, which is sourdough. A sourdough making kit, so that's going to be, and we do provide your starter for you.
Okay.
Other adult kits are going to be, we have a ghost hunting kit, has all the equipment.
No way, with the plasma guns and the little traps and how
Well-
about the ambulance?
Well, here's the thing, too many people cross the streams.
Oh, yeah, that's
you know what?
disaster.
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 So-
Then you get a giant
So
marshmallow.
no plasma guns.
Right, okay. All
The
right.
lawsuits we're still settling.
Fair. Lawyers, they ruin everything. Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
And then lastly, we have astronomy packs.
Yeah.
And kind of a not a very well-known fact, they're not out right now. We're trying to get stickers on them. That's the only reason that they're not out for people to look at, which is dumb. So we're working on getting them branded.
You mean like the stickers so that, if someone forgets the telescope in the middle of the night and someone finds it, it's like, oh, this belongs to the property of the Alstyne Library.
Where do these astronomy binoculars go back
okay.
to? It's us. But
Very
yes,
good.
we have a telescope that you can borrow. We also have 2 astronomy binoculars kits
Yeah.
and all the books to tell you how to find and do your stargazing, pick out the constellations, give you a couple of app names that you can use on your phone as well. So it's
Really
pretty cool stuff.
So you could pick out some really good targets, and I know recently it's been in the news. We had the planet alignments. You could see many of the planets.
Yes.
In the evening sky, and then what a lot of people don't realize is like, oh, you can't really see Uranus or Neptune or Mercury, but with the right equipment, you can.
Absolutely.
Certainly Saturn and the rings and Neptune, or Jupiter and the Galilean moons are just spectacular. So that was a hobby of mine a long time ago.
I was going to say,
So I might borrow one.
the vocabulary was, I could tell.
It's really fun stuff. So that's, if you're into that sort of thing, you already know. So that's one other thing to check out.
Absolutely.
I use that checkout pun a lot around here, so I probably will keep it in if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Okay, thank you. All right. So that's Wednesday. So we have all these kits for kids of all ages, really. A lot of those kid kits, I think, are for some of us adults, really. And so Thursday, Friday Eve, as I like to call it, makes the weekend seem closer, guaranteed.
Okay. I think we're rolling into Thursday, and Thursday we'll be focusing on technology resources.
Nice.
And we have quite a few and quite a wide variety of them. Another best kept secret is that we have in our outdoor parking lots, there's one on Highway 5 and there's one here off Cooper, that there you can access Wi-Fi 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you're at home and you have your internet crash or you just need reliable, fast internet to get that homework project done, something, you can come and sit. The library facility doesn't have to be open. You can park in either of our 2 lots and access our Wi-Fi for free and any time of day or night. So that's one resource not a lot of people know about. We have, of course, office or business type resources, copying, faxing, scanning that we can do for the public. We have desktop computers that are fully equipped with a full suite of Microsoft Office products. We have open source video and audio editing and photo editing.
Okay.
Not video editing.
Right. So those would be probably Audacity and GIMP.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yep, that's exactly. They work well and they're open source,
They
so
do.
They're fantastic. Yes, that kind of skims the surface of our technology resources, but we also have mobile hotspots that you can check out.
Really?
Just like a book.
No way. So I could take them. So I can come to the library, check out a mobile hotspot, drive to halfway to Bonham, and, and probably be fine if there's a cell tower nearby.
That is correct. It is the Sprint 5G network.
Okay.
And there's no choking, so it's going to be, there's no limit on the usage and no choking of the bandwidth either. So it's a nice speed and unlimited.
So this is a recurring theme. You need a library card because that's how you access all this stuff.
Absolutely.
Get the library card first, right? Yeah, and I did. This was a few weeks ago. I came in. Yeah. I had to print my insurance card because I was going to get my title changed and get my Texas plates on my car.
Yeah.
And so 15 cents. 15 cents. So yeah, it was worth it.
It's usually free, but for him.
I think that's right, yes. Well, you do print out free tax forms.
We do,
right?
Absolutely, yes.
So you can do that.
Yeah, anybody that needs tax forms, I think it's up to the first 10 are free.
Okay.
But if you need the IRS booklet that's 70 some odd pages, that we'll have to charge.
15 cents a page, is
yes.
that how that runs?
Yep.
Yeah, so do the math. Right. Okay, so that's technology is Thursday.
Yes.
Okay, good. So now we're to Friday.
Yep.
Which is casual Friday, casual attitude Friday. What you got?
Okay. You're going to get my staff in trouble. with this day off, casual this, casual that, don't come to work.
Now,
Yeesh.
I'm not going to get them in trouble. I'm going to be their best friend. Right. I'm going to be in trouble with you.
Yeah, well, you're already there.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
Yeah,
kidding.
good point.
Okay, Friday, online resources. With a library card, you can check out ebooks and digital audiobooks, and that's completely free, and you can do that, and that's access. If you have access to the internet, you don't have to be here or come here. You can access them off any device. As long as you're internet enabled, you can get ebooks and audiobooks for free. And this is not just a small collection. This is about 27,000 digital items that you'll have access to.
That's more books than I read last year.
Also with a library card, because our library is accredited, then we have access with our username and password. You can access a collection of databases called TechShare databases.
Okay.
And this is a collection of scholarly databases, a Chilton Library legal forms, Nat Geo Kids. It is for students, researchers, history buffs.
Wow.
It is. It's really the Learning Express Library itself. This can help you with GED prep. You can learn another language. You can learn basic computer skills. You can use the Resume Wizard. You can use coaching for job interviews. You can take your MCAT preps.
Whoa, okay.
It's something else.
Yeah,
so,
no doubt.
So, but all of that is available with your library card.
Right.
And we have a bevy of other online resources for researchers and history buffs. So all right there on our website, just go take a look.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, how can you return a digital book? And then it's like, you dummy, it's not about that. You need the library card to get the login to get the book, and it's a digital copy, so you don't really have to return that.
Correct.
Right.
It will simply disappear
Yes,
off your device,
off your
when
device.
the time
It's like,
is up.
oh, I thought I had it on my Kindle. Well, you didn't read it fast enough, but the good news is you can check it out again.
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Yeah. ¿Por qué no? I did not learn
Sí.
that on their resources. Anyway. All right, so that's Friday. Did we leave anything out on that?
No, that brings
Okay.
us to the end of the week.
Okay, end of the week, which is Saturday. If you're not watching baseball or whatever, come in here. There's stuff going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what you got?
Saturday we're open 10 to 2. We're not focusing on a specific resource on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
It's just business
It's
as
just-
usual
it's
on
like,
Saturday.
hey, we're here.
Right.
Right, yes.
We'll rest on our laurels Saturday.
Right, okay, very good. So Friday, what I call Casual Friday, Casual Attitude Friday, is actually Saturday, in a way.
In a way.
In a way.
In a way, Friday is
Right.
Saturday.
And so, or you think of it this way, Saturday is all the above. Because all those things are still available on Saturday.
And more.
And more and more. We're just scratching surfaces.
Yes.
Right. But if you scratch the surface, you don't have to buy it, but please avoid that.
Right.
Right, yeah, exactly. This is the adult area now.
It is.
Is this the West Wing?
This is the West Wing.
The West Wing,
of
as
our-
you call it?
Yes.
Is the president around? Is this where he lives? And then that's the East Wing is now dedicated for the little ones.
Yes.
They're just like people but shorter?
Exactly.
Yes, okay,
Yes.
and they run
Yes.
around real fast?
Yes.
Yeah.
The library, we've worked really hard, and this has been a project that we've been chipping away at literally since COVID.
Okay.
When we were able to close and paint the walls and do all the things that you can't do unless you have a chunk of time to do it.
Right.
But the idea since COVID has been to bring these tall wooden shelves that you see behind us.
Love it.
We're in
Yeah.
the East Wing, and always needed to be over here.
Okay.
But getting enough things reconfigured, moved around in order to make the space and
Right.
build a home for them, because they're really big, and get that all laid out, access to open source software, a CAD program, finally made all that possible for us to do on our own. But it took all this time. But yes, we're so pleased with how this West Wing came out with young adult and adult resources here, which left our East Wing, the children's area, pretty open and spacious, oddly so.
good.
Right, but that is the next target.
Oh, really? Okay.
We're not done.
Okay.
We're halfway now.
You can put
but-
stuff on the walls so they can bounce off of them.
Right.
One idea, just brainstorming.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
maybe not that. Okay. But there's room for them to run around and stuff. I just love it and not just because this shot looks so cool. When I'm shooting in the library now and I've got a shelf going that way and one going this, and it just adds depth. I love that.
Okay.
So thank you.
I had you in mind,
Yeah, I'm
you know,
sure you did.
when I figured that out.
Yeah, okay, great. Now, there's another thing happening this month in the library.
Yes.
As we're going through our list, this is the next chapter, the name of the show. It's a page turner, as I like to say. That's kind of the subtitle. And so the next thing is, it's Poetry Month.
It is. It is. National Poetry Month was established by the Academy of Poets in 1996. How our library celebrates this month-long focus on poetry is we have a display, a very interesting interactive display.
Okay.
That there are 2 baskets, and they're full of small rolled-up scrolls with a little string tied around them in 2 different colors, and one is for adults and one is for kiddos.
Okay.
And these are poems from many different genres or styles, if you will, not genres but styles.
Sure, yeah.
And you can just pick one out. Think of it as a blind date with a poem. So
Okay.
you don't know what you're getting.
All right.
But this is a fun way to put a poem in someone's hands that probably never would have read that poem or style, and they may like it and they may not. It may make them laugh, but it's certainly
Or sad.
Right.
It depends on the
Yes,
poem. Right?
it does.
Yeah.
So, mission accomplished is we've put some poems in hands that might not have previously thought about poetry, and they, who knows what that will spark.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And like, my exposure to poetry is not just classic rock, although that is one area. There's a lot of poetry in music, right? But some of the classics growing up, the road less taken, Walls Make Good Neighbors, Robert Frost, a couple Robert Frosts.
Right.
My dad used to recite The Cremation of Sam McGee, if you're familiar with that at all. My dad knows a couple of the longer poems. It's really cool, to have that skill, which I do not.
It is a skill and an art form.
Yeah, right. I used to write poems in high school and was actually published in a high school publication of poems.
Oh, okay.
But that was part of our poetry class, so I don't know. Those are all long gone. But it's kind of fun.
It is.
And I might check out a poetry book just because they can be, poetry done correctly. To me, I like the rhythm and the rhyme. But not all poems have to rhyme. But they can be so deep and so few words, and that's what I love about them.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So when you read a piece or a work written by a master, then those are the type of poems that you realize something new about it at almost every moment.
Right.
And it's not just, what a clever play on words, but kind of moments that
Right.
really make you think and wonder what else is buried or underneath. What's the next layer going to reveal?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can all be kind of like hanging out in a forest, and just anyway, for one analogy. But also the funny stuff too. So like I write parody songs sometimes.
Really?
Right. So and those rhyme, and they can be funny. So there's that.
Some could say that Weird Al Yankovic is a poet.
He is an artiste. He is. All right. So is that our show? Are those the things we were going to talk about in this show?
Yes.
Yes, we did well.
We did very well.
Okay. Now there are some really exciting things coming that I'm sworn to secrecy right now, but soon all will be revealed, right?
Indeed.
So
Yes.
you know what that means. Get a library card, always. And then the other part is stay tuned.
Absolutely. You bet.
All right, Judy, Director of Libraries here in Van Alstyne. It's been a pleasure,
You as well.
and we'll do it again.
Thank you so much.
All right. Now back to your regularly scheduled YouTube or Facebook.